Hi, hello, how are you doing today? My name's Sheena, and I'm going to speak to you today about, I can never pronounce this word, so bear with me, I'm going to say it once. Compartmentalization. Ooh, I said it. So, the other day I was speaking to a friend who was having problems with overthinking, and this is a problem that he's had for a while. Problem, I don't know if it's a problem, like an issue, and we were speaking about it. And then I started to speak to him about how I deal with overthinking. And I spoke to him about compartmentalization. And then I realized the penny dropped right then that this is a coping mechanism that I have done my entire life. I think it started when I was a child and I wasn't allowed to feel my feelings. Like if I cried, my mum would say to me, "Stop crying, or I'll give you something to cry about." So you learn to not cry and wait for a better time to do it. So when you're on your own. So I suppose this is something that's gone through my whole life. And it kind of makes sense now, like in relationships, past relationships, I don't do this anymore, but past relationships, I'd let everything boil up because I didn't want to say anything, because you basically put those thoughts somewhere and then eventually they go bang, and then you have a explosion of feelings, I guess, and it's overwhelming. So what compartmentalization looks like for me is, in my mind, it's almost like a filing cabinet, and I put things away in storage boxes, and every now and again, when I think the time is right, I allow myself to feel those feelings. So a lot of times I will put trauma things. So a lot of the trauma things that I've gone through in my life, I just bury those deep, 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 almost like in the loft of my filing cabinet. That stuff doesn't need to come out. Like the basement, the loft is, put right at the back somewhere. And all the day-to-day thoughts that, your daily, habits and everything, that's at the forefront of my mind, and I deal with those every day. And everything else comes, I open those files when I want to deal with them. Generally, if I know that I'm going to go to a retreat or somewhere that I know that dealing with them there and then is my main thought for that time, so nothing else is going to come into the peripheral. That is my main thing that I'm dealing with. But this also is a huge problem that I've realized, because I'm not dealing with my feelings openly all the time. I'll just shut everything away. And it also comes down to also being different with different people. So you bring out a different character, or how you think that those different people should see you. So with people that you can be more open with, you talk more freely with. On people that you think that you're going to be more reserved with, you don't do that with. I thought this was something that everybody did. This is something that I've always done. And apparently it's not normal. This is all just a coping mechanism of how I think that I should behave or be in day-to-day life. Like even when I'm on my own, like I kind of don't let these feelings come to the forefront unless I'm ready to deal with them. Um, and so I don't overthink. Well, I guess I'm overthinking this now, but I generally try not to overthink things unless I'm willing to work on them at the moment. I kind of think to myself, well, what's the point in working on that right now where I haven't got the time to deal with that? I need to, deal with my day-to-day life, do work, do this, do that. If that's going through my head, how can I concentrate on that thing too when I need to think about this also? My mind doesn't work like that. I basically, like I said, open the filing cabinets and deal with one thing at a time. And yeah, so that, at the beginning I said to you, obviously I was speaking to my friend about his overthinking. I don't think my suggestion about compartmentalization really helped, because it's not the right way of thinking. Apparently, what is the right way of thinking? Is this how you think? I'd love to know. My name's Sheena. If you'd like to comment below. um if this is something that you do, how do you do it? Have you got a filing cabinet in your mind? Have you got a loft? Is it in boxes? Is it in, jars? How do you store your thoughts? Yeah, it is quite a complex thing in our mind, isn't it, really? So complex. And the more you start delving deeper into it, the more those filing cabinets open and go boom. We don't want to mess up there. I like to keep it a very tidy A to Z filing cabinet, very well tidy, put away. Drawers are shut, nothing sticking out. Anyway, I hope you like and comment this video. Yeah, and subscribe for more crazy videos like this of me spilling my thoughts.